The concert in El Paso turned into a sea of emotions when two members of BTS, namely Jungkook and Park Jimin, performed with energy that was completely out of bounds in the series of ARIRANG Tour 2026. The night wasn't just any ordinary concert. It was a perfect blend of wild performance, strong chemistry, and romantic moments that left thousands of ARMYs speechless. From the beginning of the song, the spotlight was directly on Jungkook and Jimin, who appeared with a very strong aura of charisma. The music beats loudly, and without further ado, the two immediately perform an intense choreography full of energy. Their movements are sharp, synchronous, and filled with expressions that portray freedom and passion on stage. No wonder many fans call this performance one of the most wild dances throughout the ARIRANG Tour 2026. However, behind the energetic moves, there was something much deeper, an emotional bond between Jungkook and Jimin that felt real to the stands. Every look, every little touch, to the spontaneous interaction in the middle of the song seems to be proof of how strong the chemistry between the two is. Even in some moments, Jungkook was seen deliberately approaching Jimin with a seductive expression, while Jimin replied with a sweet smile that immediately made the audience scream hysterically. The culmination of everything happens in the middle of the performance. When the music slows down, the atmosphere that was once full of energy changes to a more intimate one. Jungkook and Jimin stood facing each other, only a few steps apart. The stage lights dimmed, leaving a soft light that highlighted both. In this moment, they perform a softer, soulful, and meaning-laden choreography. The movement of hands approaching each other, the deep gaze of the eyes, to the synchronous slow steps. Everything creates such a strong romantic atmosphere. The ARMY present in El Paso could not contain their reaction. Shouts, cries, until cheers filled the stadium. Many said it gave them chills to see how Jungkook and Jimin were able to change the atmosphere in just seconds, from being full of bursts of energy to being so emotional and heartfelt. Not stopping there, the romantic moment was felt more when Jungkook spontaneously took Jimin's hand at the end of the song. The simple gesture immediately sparked an incredible reaction from the audience. Jimin, who looked a little blushed, then laughed, while Jungkook just smiled casually, as if enjoying the moment. This little interaction became one of the biggest highlights of the night and went viral on social media in just minutes. What makes this performance even more special is how both are able to maintain a balance between professionalism and personal warmth. They not only perform as idols with perfect choreography, but also as friends who have a strong emotional connection. This is evident from the way they support each other on stage, from making small gestures during movement transitions to keeping each other's rhythms in sync. Many fans compared this performance to previous concerts, and most agreed that El Paso became one of the best points in the ARIRANG Tour 2026. Not only because of the incredible quality of the dance, but also because of the heartfelt moments that feel so real. Jungkook and Jimin managed to show that a show is not only about technique, but also about the feelings conveyed to the audience. On social media, keywords such as Jungkook Jimin El Paso, BTS's wild dance, to ARIRANG Tour's romantic moment, immediately trending on various platforms. Their Fancam videos were viewed millions of times in a short time, with thousands of comments praising the duo's performance. Many say that they not only watched the concert, but felt emotional experiences that are difficult to describe in words. It is undeniable that Jungkook and Jimin do have an incredible attraction when they are on stage together. The combination of solid dance technique, deep expression, and strong emotional connection makes every performance they always look forward to. And in El Paso, they once again proved that they are an irreplaceable duo in the world of K-pop. This performance is also a reminder that BTS, despite reaching the peak of global popularity, are still able to bring something fresh and surprising to their fans. ARIRANG Tour 2026 is not only a world tour, but also a stage for the members to express themselves more freely and deeply. Ultimately, the night in El Paso will always be remembered as one of the most iconic moments in the course of the ARIRANG Tour 2026. Jungkook and Jimin not only perform a stunning super wild dance, but also present a romantic side that touches the heart. The combination of the two creates a truly unforgettable experience for those in attendance, as well as those watching from the screen. And one thing's for sure, every time Jungkook and Jimin share the stage, it's as if the world stops for a moment, just to witness the magic they create together. The euphoria created in El Paso that night seemed to have not really subsided even after the song ended. The crowd continued to shout Jungkook and Park Jimin's names, as if hoping that the magical moment could last longer. Some of the soldiers were even seen hugging each other, unable to believe that they had just witnessed one of the most emotional performances in BTS's concert history. After the intense and romantic dance segment, Jungkook and Jimin took a short break to greet the audience. With his breath still choked from the energy-draining choreography, Jungkook opened the interaction with his trademark big smile. She expressed her happiness to be able to perform freely again on a big stage like the ARIRANG Tour 2026. Meanwhile, Jimin in his soft voice added that the night in El Paso felt different because of the audience's warm and loving energy. The interaction actually strengthens the romantic nuance that has been built before. As Jimin spoke, Jungkook could be seen staring at him several times with an attentive expression, even occasionally chuckling when Jimin said something adorable. Small details like this may seem simple, but to fans, it's what makes their relationship feel so special and real. Not long after, the music was played again, but this time with a more relaxed arrangement and a lighter groove. Jungkook and Jimin are back on the move, but with a more playful style. They teased each other through improvised moves, even briefly doing a freestyle that showed their fun side on stage. The audience was again made hysterical, especially when the two faced each other and copied each other's movements with funny expressions. Interestingly, even though the atmosphere became more relaxed, the chemistry between them still felt strong. Even some fans consider this part even more intimate because it shows their natural side without the pressure of choreography that is too tight. Jungkook was able to grab Jimin's shoulder while walking to the side of the stage, while Jimin responded with a small pat on Jungkook's back, a simple gesture that again provoked a frenzied reaction from the army. Behind all the excitement, many also realized how mature and developed the quality of the performance of both. When compared to previous years, Jungkook and Jimin now look much more confident in exploring emotions on stage. They not only dance to the beat, but literally bring to life each song with a deep interpretation. This shows how much their dedication as artists continues to grow. Not a few fans discussed how this appearance in El Paso felt like a whole story. It starts from a wild energy full of explosions, then transitions to a touching romantic moment, until finally it closes with a warm and pleasant atmosphere. This emotional flow makes the audience like being invited into a complex but beautiful feeling journey. On social media, various theories and interpretations have emerged. Some consider their choreography to have hidden meanings about relationships, trust, and freedom. There are also those who see it as a form of artistic expression that describes a person's emotional journey in finding connections with others. Despite such a variety of interpretations, one thing is certain: this appearance managed to touch the hearts of many. Even some international music critics began to pay special attention to this segment in the Errorang Tour 2026. They praised how Jungkook and Jimin were able to combine high-level dance techniques with strong storytelling. In the world of performance, something like this is not easy to achieve, as it requires a balance between technical ability and emotional sensitivity.